welcome or welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of The Girl House. I cannot believe I'm saying this. It's been a minute. It's been a while and I have not done these videos because, okay, I will take you all through what happened exactly. So I thought that I was going to convert, the Girl House into an actual real podcast, and I'm going to put it on Spotify, Apple, whatever, all of that jazz. And that was taking time, and not gonna lie, it's so technical and it's so I don't know, I just could not figure it out, and because of that the whole thing was getting delayed. And at some point I was like, dude, why am I not making these videos? I love talking, I love sharing my opinions on certain topics, and you guys, I hope, love listening to them. And just this one bit was taking so much of my time and the whole thing was getting delayed, so I was like, you know what, let it be, let me just make these videos. I will figure the rest later because this is important. This is really important. Me actually putting out there these videos is the most important thing, and that has to be done. So finally that's happening. I'm so glad, I'm so happy. Today has been such a good day, and yeah, even when I was getting ready to sort of film this, I was in such a good mood, and all of that says so much about my energy towards this particular kind of video, and towards you guys and the topics that I'm about to talk about. So yeah, that's that. Now you all are up to date with what's sort of happening. Now today's topic is all about being in a slump, how to get out of it, how to just like regain your spark and your motivation. And again, I have so much to add on to this topic because I have personally been in a bad rut. Like, I have not been consistent on YouTube, I've not been filming, I've just not been feeling it, you know what I mean? But I've done so much, not so much, but I've done like little things here and there, and now I feel like I'm finally, in the space where I've gotten myself out of that rut, and I've gotten myself out of that slump, and I've gotten my motivation back, which is why this video is happening. So I feel like, again, this is so personal to me, and whatever I say today, again, I feel like I hope it aligns with you guys. Okay, what is a slump exactly? I think if you're in one, you already know that, but just to clarify, I feel like it's that feeling of not wanting to do anything. You just don't want to get out of your bed, you just want to be in a place, you're not motivated to do like even the little of the things, right? Like, I remember there was a time I just didn't want to take a shower. I didn't feel like making my to-do list, I didn't feel like doing anything, no matter what someone was telling me that, Muskan, you have to do this, you have to do that. I just was like, you know what, I don't have it in me, I'm not feeling it, and everything was just getting delayed. I was procrastinating so much, and I was just feeling so many stupid things. I was overthinking, and again, this like whole phase that I was in, it just felt so weird because I am someone who feels productive most of the times, but to be in that phase is also so important. So I'm glad that I was in it because it just shifts your perspective and it just puts things into perspective. So I feel like if you are in one, relax, it's okay. I think we've all been in one. We're all always in a rut every once in a while, and it's just something, it's just a phase, it's not gonna last too much, and we are gonna tackle it today together. Also, I'm so proud of you because if you're watching this video, you've already taken the first step. You have sort of understood that, okay, I'm in this phase and we gotta get going, we gotta do something to get out of it. So you've already taken the first step. I also decided to sort of watch a podcast on how to get out of slump. That was my first step too. So I'm glad that I'm finally in a position where I can also talk about it because I am also slowly getting out of this phase. Now the first thing that you're gonna do is create a to-do list. I know it sounds so bare minimum and so stupid, but trust me, putting things on a to-do list just makes it real, right? Because if it's just in your head, it's in your head, you'll probably overthink, you'll forget about it, you'll take your thoughts take over. And when I say make a to-do list, I am not telling you to make one which is very overwhelming. What I started with was putting 2 to 3 things on my to-do list max. Like, initially you don't want to overwhelm yourself, so please make sure that you're putting like 2 to 3 things which you think are very important and you need to get them done. Just put them on a to-do list on a piece of paper, and one thing has to be super easy, something like take a shower, or like, I don't know, something very basic, do your breakfast, or something else like read like one chapter, anything. It can be any particular thing, but it has to be hyper easy. So at least we have one thing which we will for sure complete, and then the other 2 things will follow. Because you know what, I know that's how I think, that once I start doing something and I've completed one thing, then I'm like, you know what, I've already done one thing, so I better just do the other 2 things and just get done with it. So you will feel a little more motivated if you've done one thing, and if you've just like checked off one thing, you are most likely to complete complete the other two things also, which are like really important and have to be done. Now the second thing would be to fix your routine. I have made so many videos on my routines, but lately I've just not been following one. I'm telling you, I am such a routine person. If I'm in my routine, I feel so good, I feel so nice, I feel motivated, whatever. But lately I have not had a set routine for anything, and that has made me feel so demotivated, only to realize that sometimes our routines might not work the way we want them to, because I have had such hectic days, and in general I feel like my days keep changing. They're not static, they're not like linear. Something comes up, they're always unplanned that way, because the kind of profession I'm in, like there's just always some or the other thing that's going on, right? So to follow a routine in a situation like that becomes so hectic. So what I've started doing is I'll just put, like, again, a few things on my routine which are my non-negotiables, and those I have to do regardless, and they don't have to be like time bound, or they don't have to be done in a particular, time of the day. I will sort of divide my day into bigger chunks, because then I have a lot of time to do that one task, right, rather than putting like a little bit of time on that particular thing. Because again, that is also something I used to do, but it's not working for me right now. It might work for me later, but as of now I've just divided that, okay, my morning is my slow morning. I have to sort of do my breakfast, my workout, and just like those things. And then in the afternoon till like late evening, I have like my work and all the other things that are related to work. It's not necessary that I have to, sort of do my editing in that particular hour only. I have a long big stretch of hours, and I can do my editing anytime. And at night there's something else. So like maybe try to divide your day in like bigger chunks, and then try to sort of put your routine somewhere. If you think you want to start reading and that's something you want to put in your routine, don't be so strict that I have to read in the morning only. You can read anytime. You can read at night and put it in that chunk, or maybe something else. You get my point? Like, don't hyper fixate on a routine that might not align with your work and who you are in general, and all the other circumstances that are currently sort of happening in your life. Because I tried it. I was like really trying to push my routine into my life again, but it was just not happening. And I had to sort of realize that now the things have changed. I'm in a different situation altogether, and my days look different, my nights look different, everything, it keeps changing, right? We are living sort of this fast-paced life, and every month seems different, at least to me. But again, if you feel like your days are quite sorted and static, and you know how your day is going to look like, then maybe build your routine around that. But the whole point is that you have to sort of start building your routine and start following it little by little. Again, no pressure, don't be too harsh on yourself, but just keep in your mind that you have to do these things, and always remind yourself that once you're done with that thing, you will feel so much better. So for that feeling, you have to sort of push yourself to do. This happens with me when I have to go to the gym. The actual task of getting up, getting ready, and going to the gym just feels like a task sometimes. But when I'm done with the gym, I feel so good. Whenever I'm done with my workout, I just feel so good. So whenever I feel lazy, I just remind myself of that feeling that, oh my god, I'm going to feel so good. This one is quite cliche, but cleaning. Oh my god, guys, my mom was visiting me, I think a day or two back, and she helped me clean my entire house. And when I say my entire house, every little drawer, she has opened everything. She has made sure whatever is not needed is out of my house. I've like given it to someone, I have given it to someone in need or whatever. Like, she was so particular about this one thing, that okay, I'm coming, but I'll help you clean your house first. Because again, when your house is not clean, or when you're storing things that are not needed, you are welcoming negative energy to be in your house, and to just stay in your house. And call me delusional, but I can see the difference. There were so many boxes, so many like bags, and so many other random things that I was just like collecting in my house, without even realizing that I am also collecting this like bad negative energy, and I'm just storing it in my house even when it's not needed. And once it's out, I just feel like this weird wave of motivation around me, because my space feels so good to me, and it's directly linked with your mental health and your mental peace, I feel. So please put it on your to-do list if you want, and if you can, please clean your space, clean your desk, clean your room, clean your house, whatever. Just clean it and declutter it. Whatever is not needed, please get rid of it. Like, detach yourself. At this point, I feel like I have detached myself completely, and that's the most liberating feeling ever. Because whatever my mom was telling me, remove this, I think this you don't need, whatever. Earlier, I used to be like, no, I will need it at some point, please keep it. I want this because it's in this color. And I used to just make these excuses and tell her to not give away anything. And now I've just been like, okay, I think you're right and this is not needed, I already have this, you can take it, you can give it to someone. And I feel like that is the best feeling ever, because you're actually helping someone who might need those things. And again, you're just cleaning your space, and you're just like making space for more energy, for more positive energy, for more things that might help you in your work, in your personal life, or whatever. I mean, at this point I don't even care if something is just in my house and it's not serving me, it's not helping me, I will get rid of it. My biggest hack is repeat what you're gonna do, narrate what you're gonna do and how you're gonna do it. Whenever there's something that's going on in my mind that I have to do, I say it out loud. I put it like on a chat of a person who I'm speaking to every day or something like that. I will put it out there. And sometimes again it can be on the to-do list, but what helps me more is when I actually say it out loud too, that okay, I have to do my laundry and I have to call the laundry guy and I have to sort of prep my meals for the next day, I have to prep my breakfast for the next day. When I say it out loud, it again helps me remember it firstly, and chances are that I would actually end up doing it because I have said it out loud. So again, it's become real. Nothing can be in your mind, okay? You have to put it down, you have to set it to someone, tell someone who can hold you accountable, or just like say it out there to yourself, look in the mirror and be like, you have to do the laundry today. Also, saying once is not enough. Please keep repeating things. Like when I say, okay, I'm just taking one example, which is editing my video, because again, that's me repeating on the video because I have to edit my video. So I keep telling everyone, and whenever I'm talking, I'm like, yeah mom, I have to edit this video. And then even on the video, I'm like, okay, I have to edit the video, I have to edit the YouTube video. So I keep repeating it again and again so my mind doesn't forget it. And again, I'm just holding myself accountable that this is something which is important, which is on priority, and you have to do it. So I think narrating it and repeating the things that you want to do or you want to get done, it is always the best way. Okay, now the last thing is I want you guys to do something. Of course, you've done the first step, you're watching this video and you've made it so far, so of course you're fully committed that you want to get out of this rut, and I'm so proud of you again. But now I want you to do one thing, anything. It can be anything that you've been meaning to do, that you've been just procrastinating, any little thing. Just once you're done watching the video, firstly, please like, share, subscribe, whatever. I'm sorry, I'm being so stupid, cringy and cheesy, but okay, once you're done with all of that, get up and do one thing. This is your chance to actually like take the second and the third step, so do that right now. It can be anything. It can be calling someone you've been meaning to call, or anything that you had to write, anything you had to read, your assignment, your any little thing. Just get done with it after you're done watching this video, because it will help you so much. And also please tell me what you have ended up doing, and then again, it'll be so fun because you've already done like one thing, and one thing is already checked off your to-do list, and that would be great. And yeah, it'll probably help you get out of this slump that you're in. I am telling you, the feeling of getting out of this slump is the best feeling ever, because you get this like new energy and new motivation, and I so want that for you because I'm feeling it, like I'm feeling right now. So I hope I'm radiating it through this video and through the screens of, I don't know, your devices, because I really want you to enter your productive era again, guys. The year is almost ending. We have goals to complete, we have things to do, we have places to be, we have dreams that are meant to come true, and all of that will happen if we get going. So please take this video as your sign to sort of stand up and hold yourself accountable, and don't be too harsh on yourself also. Please be gentle. We all go through this phase, so it's okay, but you can always take steps to sort of get out of it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun sort of filming it, because again, it was something that I was going through for a really long time, and I'm slowly getting out of it. So to make a video on that just made sense to me, and you will have more of these videos coming in every week, hopefully. And yeah, I'm so excited to be back to sitting and yapping. It's my favorite thing to do, and I hope it's your favorite thing to listen to as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.